Hello, welcome to my Sunday Fromp. Recording this a little bit early because I want it out by Monday. And, time constraint. I haven't seen you guys in a while, and I want to kind of to spend a little bit of time with you guys, but also I really need to do these updates. So I hope you guys bear with me this week, and I'm pretty sure everything will go back to normal. It's just going to take a little bit longer than I thought. And of course, because, there's been a few things that have happened that kind of personally affect me and my methods I use and approach I use to continue working, just, being focused on work and, effortlessly continuing this project I have of building this community, this channel, and providing you guys with, quality and entertainment. So, like I said, be patient, and of course, things will just fall back into place and continue business as usual. So, I want to get started with the updates, and I'm going to read them off because there is, as you can see, a bunch of pages filled, and I really need to get through them. So, it has been raining. It seems though it's trying to get hot and uncomfortable, like uncomfortably humid, but moments into it, the sun is blocked by fluffy clouds and bouts of precipitation, off and on, cooling us off locally in Cincinnati. Next week, we have one day near 100 degrees. Peak, it's gonna be 97 degrees, I believe, and doesn't look for real, given it's in the middle of a few more of these cliche River City days with promising showers. So, here, I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's been kind of like the sun will just shine so bright, and you think it was going to be like the sunniest day, the brightest, harshest sun you could possibly think of, and it just starts all of a sudden, the air just gets real crisp, and the clouds get real thin, and all of a sudden, within the same moment, the same instance, the clouds just block the sun. They just floof up, and it starts pouring rain out of nowhere, and it's just like spurts of rain out of nowhere. It is kind of fun because you never know when you're gonna catch it, because it's kind of like those days when you're running to the store, running to the bus stop, and then you just get caught in the rain. It's kind of like cooling and misting all at once. So next week they said it's gonna be, we're gonna have a hot day, but I don't know if it's gonna remain hot for 3 minutes maybe. I've seen that before. But over the weekend was a heightened political one. We almost lost our former President Trump to a gun down armed lunatic at a rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania. A 20-year-old named Thomas Matthew Crooks, an extremist who used immigration to weaponize his personal agenda. He is from Bethel, Pennsylvania. He took to a rooftop where he was gunned down. He gunned down 5, including Donald Trump. He was grazed in the ear with a bullet. He was protected by the security, and the Secret Service rushed him off campus, and he was taken to the hospital where he was seen, and he's fine. He's recovering at home, I believe. He's no longer at the hospital. He didn't have to stay. Last I checked, there were 2 in critical condition. One man was pronounced dead at the scene, I believe. He was, I think I saw Representative Tom Emmer. He was performing CPR to this man. It was a firefighter who passed, and I believe he was identified this morning. So, yeah, we lost, I think, one person. And like I said, there was other injuries. But the actual gunman was taken down by Secret Service, like I said, on rooftop. So Donald J. Trump, who is running for president this year, the shooter was online and used social media platforms before he geared up in camo and took his father's gun to complete his manifesto. Authorities are still looking for clues as to how this transpired, was organized, and if this terrorist had a following. They ask that they be contacted immediately with any and all relevant information. So this is still unfolding as to all the details and the organizing. And since he did die, it's kind of hard to piece together. And they did ask the public for any information to contact them immediately. So Saturday, a designated safe zone, and this is regarding Palestine and also, Israel, the whole thing, with no fire orders was blasted. The IDF was hunting down yet another Hamas leader, a chief known to be active for decades. There were 300 people injured with 100 fatalities, turning a normal weekend into chaos. As these raids continue, many are losing hope for the talks between the leaders involved in Gaza peace treaty and ceasefire. Biden has even had one already accepted. And due to the continual battles, it's hard for leaders, experts, and those watching to find the rationalization that hope can exist here. So everybody's hoping for peace, praying for peace, that war will not, continue to devastate this region. And because these things keep occurring, tragedies, daily, it feels like, peace has little hope, and if there is, it feels like it seems to be dwindling. So people are trying to find, grasp at some rationality that, these leaders could find, common grounds to continue signing these papers and, maybe even hostage negotiations. You never know, but that's the thing. When you lose hope, you kind of try, finding any ounce of it, any ounce of hope left. And like I said, these battles continue daily. So there's that. There's so many stats to point out and a lot of information given. The topic of weather in general. Hurricane Beryl is nothing less than a scientific blunder. Another bizarre natural phenomenon that killed 40 people along its path. It became a 2-week event, and earliest and most powerful to date system that started off its origins off the coast of Africa. So it started its tyranny, though tragically, at catastrophic Cat 5, the highest category, 5. Hurricane Beryl was almost competing for its space, affecting the tropics at the time, as its massive, drastic growth was showing a force, pushing a clear way into the Caribbean. It hit Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Haiti, Jamaica, Cayman Islands. it started to change its course. And that was being studied with literal microscope and a few planes. It slowed but devastated all the same when it drifted west, hitting the Yucatan Peninsula. Even Cancun moved up north, affecting Victoria, Lake Jackson, Galveston, West Houston, and surrounding areas from Sugar Land, Katy to Conroe, and then Tyler, moving straight out into Arkansas, where it continued northeast as a tropical storm and dissipated, and causing tornadoes, flash floods, destructive high winds. Here in Ohio, I wasn't expecting it. Not that soon. It just showed up abruptly, real fast. And as I went about my day, it blew in for a brief instant. The wind literally whirled, and it stopped. It's been cloudy since, but Hurricane Beryl, reaching Canada, moved out, growing moisture for the northern states, which northeast of here has had flash floods too. Recently, they've had like flash floods in New York area, that whole coast, that area was seeing a lot of water, and the damage it caused was massive. It rocked Texas with a once again electricity crisis. They have been down for a week, and will take this entire week to repair and rebuild down lines for half of its customers. The remaining half of over 2 million, though. Leaving the complex cases to experts, the situation had linemen on call from out of state. The nation awaits, as it has affected business as usual and caused 5 heat-related deaths. Because although storms come and go, the heat wave lingered. And with no air condition or refrigeration, the community has continued to support each other, pull together through efforts to provide essentials like food and clothes and whatever they needed, cooling centers, device charging centers, even helping those searching for Wi-Fi. With the UN outreach support to Canada, it's duly noted Hurricane Beryl was an obvious force of reckoning. So July celebrity deaths include the famous fitness guru Richard Simmons and charmed 90210 starlet Shannon Doherty. May they rest in peace. This coming weekend, we will know all the VPs, all the vice presidents, the running mates of our presidential nominations. Houston, for majority, will be back to normal. They said by Friday, hopefully by this weekend, majority of the customers will have regained access to electricity. We have a long, hard week ahead. The summer has a message of strength, resilience, and community build. We're still here, and our spirit inside of us continues to become the greatest contender of our enemy, into a brighter future for us all. So, although there's little hope in certain situations, do know that we can continue and come out, all the stronger, and, continue to gain wisdom of our past and learn, to come and build as a community, even still, because I believe that our resilience speaks a lot for us, because together, nothing can hold us down. It just makes us even better. That's what, I always think. you're not going to drag us, because we would choose to lay down first, you know. But that's not going to happen. I think last week, I think, you know, it's tough. It's hard times. We're here, you know. We find ourselves sometimes in rocky situations. And even though we get rocky footing, shaky ground, we continue. And, you know, we're just going to be, you know, continuing the cycle of success, you know, continuous W's. So, you know, be that as it may, I think we're just that much stronger. So thank you guys for watching. And I hope you like this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. My son, Diffrump. Bye-bye.